My name is Eunice Hicks Barner, and I will be giving you guys a short PL on the ThinkPairShare instructional strategy. Again, I'm Eunice Barner, and I am currently a fifth grade teacher at Crawford County Elementary School. This is my 6 years teaching, first year and fifth, and I have most of my experience teaching first and second grade as well. And I am gifted in reading endorsed, and I'm currently enrolled in the master's program at Valdosta State University. So the way that we will go through the slide is we'll start with what is ThinkPairShare, how do you implement the ThinkPairShare strategy, who are the targeted students, what's the purpose and benefits, and then we will end with our reflection, experience, examples, as well as resources. So what is ThinkPairShare? ThinkPairShare is a collaborative learning strategy where students work together to solve a problem or answer a question about an assigned reading topic or problem. It has also been referred to as turn and talk. The difference in turn and talk and ThinkPairShare is that turn and talk does not give the students the time or opportunity to think, or share. It's mostly just pair. So how do you implement this strategy? So this strategy can be used in pretty much any subject, small group or whole group, as long as you have at least two students that can do the pair portion of the ThinkPairShare. So first, the teacher will give the students, will pose the students some type of question or problem. And so the students will think independently about the question that has been posed, and this gives the students the time to form their own ideas before pairing with a partner. Then, of course, I normally give the students 30 seconds to 1 minute, depending on how in-depth that question or topic is. Once the students did their thinking, then they're allowed to pair. So students are grouped in pairs to share their thoughts and ideas. Sometimes I just tell the students to turn to the person next to them. There are other times that the students are allowed to move around the room and go and talk to a partner. So this is also an opportunity for students to get up out of their seats and move around. And then last but not least, you have the share. So students come back to their area. They can share and they share their ideas as well as their partner's ideas with a larger group. So they may talk to their table, or you can actually have a full class discussion. So targeted students, I feel that ThinkPairShare works with any and all students. However, here are just a few sets or a selection of students that it could work better for or best for. So you have upper and lower elementary students, English language learners, your struggling readers, and students with learning disabilities. So what is the purpose and benefits of the ThinkPairShare strategy? So first, it gives the students the opportunities to share their ideas about a specific topic. So sometimes as teachers, we ask a question and we call on one or two students. So this does give all students the opportunity to get their thoughts and ideas out. It also allows students to understand more in depth the reading or question through communication with a partner. So the person next to them may think about something that they didn't think about. So now next time that question or topic comes up, they're going to also think to add what their partner said. So it also turns into sort of like a reciprocal teaching, which is another a reciprocal teaching, which is another instructional strategy. So this also teaches students how to slow down their reading and really understand the content. So a lot of students, they see a question or they hear a question and they answer it on the fly. So ThinkPairShare allows them to kind of slow down, process the information, think about their answer, and then verbalize it or write it down. It enhances critical thinking, and it also increases collaboration and discussion in the classroom because, of course, they are talking to the teacher, they're talking to other students. So, of course, the collaboration and discussion is definitely a biggie. All right, so last but not least, we have reflection, experiences, and examples. So I use this strategy almost daily in my class, multiple times a day in almost all the subject. So of course it's a great way to get students talking about the topic and also use academic language and vocabulary. So that's one thing that I'm very big in my class about, using the academic language, using the vocabulary. So if we're talking about, for example, the lesson that I taught recently where I did ThinkPairShare as an instructional strategy, was comparing settings. So you want them to use that vocabulary words such as compare, contrast, settings, similar, different, all of those types of things. So the students are always engaged and they seem to prefer talking to their classmates more about the topic or prompt versus answering out in front of the whole class. So it also gives those students who are a tad bit shy and who may have the answer but just won't raise their hand because um, that's just something that they're dealing with on their own. So this allows them to kind of tell their partner, and then their partner can share their information out if they decide not to. So this is also allows for um, formal assessment. So I can easily assess and intervene by simply walking around and listening to the multiple conversations. Um, it provides versatility and the ease of use of this strategy. It can be used in any subject at any time, and there are graphic organizers, which I used in my comparing settings um, lesson as well, that allows the students to kind of think, pair, share first, and then verbally, and then provide a written response. And then you can also include or incorporate technology into this because, of course, there are multiple digital graphic organizers out there that you can pretty much use. There's actually a ThinkPairShare graphic organizer, or you can use the graphic organizer that matches the standard that you are currently working on. And you can also differentiate this strategy by allowing students to draw or illustrate their thoughts instead of verbally responding. And they can also jot their thoughts down on sticky notes and then exchange them with a partner. So this actually gives you a quiet alternative to ThinkPairShare because it can get a bit noisy. Then they can provide feedback, redeliver the sticky notes back to their partner, and then those that wish to share can post their sticky notes on our ThinkPairShare wall, and then we can really redeliver to the class anonymously. So I also think just by giving the students time to think about what has been asked before expecting responses allows the students to think critically before just yelling out the first thing that comes to their head. And of course, this is a big thing to kind of get them into the habit of that before summative assessments and, of course, state assessments. And here is a resource of an article that I use to get majority of the information from for this presentation. Thank you.